Welcome to Royal Lovers. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and show some love to royalty. I am your host, Zane. Today we're unraveling the mystery surrounding the absence of a paperback edition of Prince Harry's memoir, Spare. Released in early 2023, Spare shattered non-fiction sales records and became a bestseller in numerous countries. Yet a year and a half later, we're still waiting for a paperback edition. Why is that? So let's dive into it and find out why hasn't Prince Harry released a paperback edition of Spare? Prince Harry's memoir, Spare, released in January 2023, was a roaring success. With a wave of anticipation and curiosity, the book was met with worldwide acclaim, breaking numerous non-fiction sales records. It became a bestseller in dozens of countries, demonstrating its universal appeal. The memoir quickly turned into a sensation, likely raking in millions of dollars for Prince Harry. It offered an intimate look into the life of a royal, a narrative told by someone who grew up in the heart of the monarchy. Readers were fascinated by the revelations and insights, eagerly turning each page for more. The success of Spare was not just a win for Harry, but also for his publisher, Penguin Random House. The book's success was a testament to the power of a compelling story, one that resonates with readers far and wide. It's not every day that a memoir, especially one from a member of the royal family, garners such attention and creates such a buzz. Naturally, following such a triumph, one would expect Penguin Random House to be keen on a second memoir. The readership, after all, is clearly there. The appetite for more insight into Harry's life, his experiences, and his unique perspective is evident. A second memoir could potentially replicate, if not surpass, the success of Spare. Even without a second memoir, a paperback edition of Spare seems like the next logical step. Typically, paperback editions are released following the initial success of a hardcover book. They offer a more affordable option for readers, further expanding the audience and contributing to the book's success. A paperback edition of Spare could potentially include new chapters, offering more insights, more revelations, and more of Harry's life as a royal and beyond. This could further add to the appeal of the book, enticing both new readers and those who have already devoured the hardcover edition. However, interestingly, there's no word on a paperback edition yet. Despite the success of Spare, the anticipation of the readers and the potential benefits for Penguin Random House, the silence on a paperback release remains. As of this moment, there's been absolutely no gossip or reporting on when or if a paperback edition of Spare will come out. This silence, the lack of whispers in the publishing world, has led to a myriad of speculations about the reasons behind it. One theory suggests that Prince Harry has no new material to offer. The royal family has maintained a safe distance, wary of their words being used against them. Some speculate that Harry's exclusives might now be limited to mundane anecdotes. The view of the coronation from behind Aunt Anne's plumed hat, or a quick pit stop at Buckingham Palace en route to Heathrow, are hardly the sensational revelations that readers crave. Yet others believe that the silence could be a strategic move. Perhaps Harry and his publisher, Penguin Random House, are biding their time, waiting for the right moment to drop a paperback bombshell. After all, Harry's memoir was a publishing phenomenon, shattering records and earning the prince a pretty penny. A paperback edition with new chapters could potentially reignite the frenzy and result in another bestseller. Critics, however, express a different viewpoint. They argue that the lack of a paperback version is indicative of Harry's diminishing relevance. They suggest that the initial success of Spare was a byproduct of curiosity rather than a testament to Harry's writing prowess or the allure of his personal journey. Meanwhile, tabloids are eagerly awaiting a juicy paperback edition. They relish the opportunity to delve into new chapters and uncover more royal secrets. The conjecture and anticipation surrounding the paperback edition of Spare are only adding fuel to their fire. But amidst all these speculations, one thing is certain. The absence of a paperback edition is raising many questions and eyebrows. The royal family, the publishing world, and royal enthusiasts alike are all left in suspense, wondering what Prince Harry's next move will be. Only time will unveil the truth behind this silence. The absence of a paperback edition is raising many questions and eyebrows. The media is looking at a 3-month dead gossip period when the Windsors decamp to their country bolt holes for the summer. The absence of a paperback edition of Prince Harry's Spare has left the media in a bit of a quandary. You see, the media thrives on news stories, fresh scandals, and the latest royal gossip. And the spare paperback edition, especially if it contained new chapters, would have been the perfect fodder. The tabloids in particular are feeling the pinch. They would have loved nothing more than a juicy paperback edition with new chapters to obsess over and report on. The prospect of Harry revealing more insider information about the Windsors and their shenanigans is tantalizing. It's like a feast for the tabloids, a feast that, unfortunately, is not being served. But the media isn't just sitting idly by. Oh no, the media is resourceful. The media is creative. In the absence of a paperback edition, they are using Harry's silence as a means to create stories. They are using the void left by Spare to spin their own narratives, to speculate, to wonder, to imagine. And let's not forget that the media loves a good villain. Harry, with his tell-all memoir and his estrangement from the royal family, fits the bill perfectly. They can use Harry as a vessel through which they can attack the Windsors without getting their hands dirty. It's a win-win situation for them. But here's the thing. The media's patience is wearing thin. They want stories, they want scandals, they want the paperback edition of Spare. The media thirsts for the sensational, the controversial, the scandalous, and Harry's silence is not quenching that thirst. Despite the media's eagerness, there's still no sign of a paperback edition. The media's craving for a new royal scandal remains unsatisfied, but who knows what the future holds? After all, in the world of the royals, silence can be golden, but it can also be the calm before the storm. The real story is that the family has kept Harry at arm's length, aware that anything they say could be used against them. So let's dive into this, shall we? We're talking about a family entangled in centuries of tradition, protocol, and let's not forget, a fair share of scandals. They're acutely aware of the power of words and the potential for them to be twisted and turned against them. This might be one of the reasons why they've kept their distance from Harry, especially after the release of Spare. Now think about it, if you were in their shoes, wouldn't you tread carefully too? It's not just about protecting their own image, it's about preserving the legacy of the monarchy. So, can we really blame them for being cautious? But let's not forget Harry himself. He's a man who's been under the media spotlight his entire life. The release of Spare was a bold move, a way for him to take control of his own narrative. But it wasn't without its consequences. Harry was effectively opening up old wounds and making some new ones in the process. So, why hasn't a paperback edition of Spare been released yet? Well, it could be that Harry is taking a step back, giving himself and his family time to heal, or perhaps he's waiting for the right moment to release new chapters, filled with more revelations. But let's not forget the role of the publisher, Penguin Random House. They're not just in the business of selling books, they're in the business of selling stories, and the story of Spare is still unfolding. They might be waiting for the dust to settle, for the hype to build back up again before releasing a paperback edition. Yet the question remains, will there be a paperback edition of Spare? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, when it does come out, it's bound to make waves. And we'll be here, ready to dive into the real story once again. So we are left wondering, will there be a new chapter in Prince Harry's memoir? As we've discussed, the success of Spare was unprecedented, breaking non-fiction sales records and becoming a bestseller in numerous countries. This led to speculation that a paperback edition with new chapters might be on the horizon. However, silence has followed this speculation, leaving us all in a state of anticipation. The media's view, as we've seen, is somewhat divided. Some are eagerly expecting more insider information from Prince Harry, while others believe the lack of a paperback edition points towards a potential cooling off of relations between Harry and his royal family. The real story, as always, remains elusive. Is it that Prince Harry has no more to reveal, or is he merely biding his time? Perhaps the Windsors have managed to keep him at arm's length, or maybe, just maybe, he's holding back some juicy details for the right moment. Whatever the case may be, the absence of a paperback edition of Spare continues to stir intrigue and curiosity. Will Prince Harry surprise us with a new edition filled with unseen chapters, or has he truly run out of royal revelations? Only time will tell. Thank you everyone for watching the video, and show some love by subscribing and sharing the video. Remember to leave a comment. Thank you. I am your loyal host, Zane.